Saturday morning. Beautiful day. Let the fun begin. Just slow down here. You hear nature making this noise right there. Yes. Inner peace. Yeah, that's all I can say. Inner peace. Yes. Inner peace. That's all I can say this morning. Inner peace. Oh, let's see what's going on here at this traffic light. Whew, you got to stop. Yeah, inner peace. What a beautiful morning. I like how the trail kind of just parallel to the road. So I'm gonna get a quick 26 mile in today. I think I'm at marathon number 315 or so. Saturday morning. Nature still making its noise, letting it know that it's actually time to get up. So yes, a lot of it has to do with moving that hips. Call this the art of running. See one of those running clubs that I'm actually tagging here. Has a lot to do with moving that hips. And the only way to learn how to move that hips is via a lot of yoga. Yoga every day. Every single day. When you stretch that body out, you actually be amazed about how flexible you become. Anytime you're feeling that pain in your back, that's your body actually telling you you need to stretch more. But we have this misconception here. We call it old age. No, that's just your body telling you you gotta stretch me a little more. It's funny when you begin to get in tune with your tempo. It is absolutely amazing. So I laugh a lot these days because there's a science to this thing called long distance running, and that one of those science that a lot of people have yet to understood, shall I say, is what I call humbleness. The power of humbleness. That's why I always talk about childbearing, which is what inspired me. So when I talk about childbearing like that, you know, it's what actually inspired me to be able to come out like this. So like just showing nature. But childbearing is very powerful. And one of the many ways to check our egos is to learn how to lay on the floor a lot. Gotta stretch that body. It actually started from the ground. So not stretching properly from the ground, from the bottom up, it leaves us with a sense of ego. Yes, that's what it does, a sense of ego. And we don't realize it. It's not intentional. We weren't taught. So it's a lot of us are just unconscious of it. And it's just because of the environment that we're raised in. So for me, this running right here is like a yoga posture. So I'm literally using my breath to get into the different position of rolling my body. And I'm beginning to realize sometimes how long it actually takes to open up the hips. So I'm trying to open up my hips, but it's just really amazing how calisthenic push-up works. So getting up every morning, doing 200 push-ups during a yoga session or 300 push-ups is becoming a lot more easier because it takes years to actually build up that upper body. So today, it's a biker right there. Don't know what I'm thinking of today. I just know I'm going to do another 26 miles. Running a marathon is just pretty much easy because it's all in the mind. It isn't because you're out of shape. It is just in the mind. And the mind is very powerful, more than we realize. And I think once we begin to understand the mind, you can actually conquer many of the emotions that we go through that looks difficult. And the key to it is the consistency. And I'm going to keep on repeating this. We talk a lot about manifestation, spirituality, how do I call it, faith. But the ability to have a faith, because I'm going to speak in different tones of voice. The word temple is very important. If you do not know your temple, good morning.
Morning, how you doing?
I'm alright, thank you, sir. If you do not understand your own temple, it is absolutely a little impossible for you to be able to have that faith. I always have a group of people around me, and the fact that I truly believe in that inner self is absolutely an amazement in itself. And I always tell people, money is a beautiful thing. There's a certain comfort that goes with it, but it still cannot complete you within. So, so we have this conception about money and spirituality, which kind of just is a very unique thing because I admire the guy that created money, or whoever in the biscuit it was. So it's almost just like our inner self and getting in tune with just that breathing. And one of the things about these things is the breathing into the nose, that time to focus. And a lot of times the reason why we are unable to breathe through our nose is because we do not know how to breathe, and the other part is we're not drinking enough water. Because the more water you have in your system, the easier it is for you to breathe through the nose and relax on your spine. The spine is where it all started from. There's something very unique about that spine that is so unique that is actually beyond. Nature is waking up right now, so this is like a real easy meditate these 26 miles. Literally probably just have about, let me see, about 16 or 15 more miles to go. Something like that. That's almost like I got left. So yeah, 15 to 16 more miles to go. So literally I look at it as almost done, because I do have a turning point pretty soon. So other than that, that's what I'm just sort of been doing, and this allowed me to sit with myself and think a lot more, and the patience that it actually gives, you begin to learn about yourself. Many do not know who they are. We know the title that we've been given to. So at the moment, I don't have a title. The only title I have right now is the ones that comes in within my head once in a while. So, and that title is, it's called, I don't really know, really. So, I really enjoy coming out every day. I took a day off yesterday, actually. Days off are pretty hard. So I said, I'm just going to do push-ups, just going to strengthen my body. So, yes. It's been a great summer. I've literally just run a marathon all throughout this summer. I've been running a marathon every time I come out since April. So I just, wow, this is really interesting. Since April, I just been running 26 miles, come 9 inch stroll. And what it does to the body is absolutely amazing, because your body does get stronger. And the more push-ups, the more you meditate, and everything just goes hand in hand. Yeah, so it's pretty much about breathing that oxygen into your brain. That oxygen is what keeps us balanced. And I just, hey, a lot of reading, a lot of things like that comes into it. So and actually, all I'm just doing is actually just leaning forward and let gravity pull my feet up a little so that I don't fall over. That's all I'm just doing, just leaning forward. And every time I come out here, the goal is to actually not sweat. Yes, I try not to sweat. And that's why I carry all these bags on me, because that way, if I'm moving too fast, I get a reminder, because everything started making its own noises. So I gotta keep a certain pace. And that certain pace, because I keep that certain pace for so long, yeah, I'll do this in 5.5 hours, 6 hours. So from just keeping that pace. So on a beautiful trail this morning, I love the trees. Actually, winter's actually fall, shall I say, spring is actually coming. As you can see, some of the trees that begin to fall on the floor. When you realize you part of nature, it's actually a different thing. So this running right here requires a lot of yoga. I remember when I began to study yoga, and they used to talk about yoga isn't for lazy people. I never understood it. I actually got up a little late today, about 3:30. At 3:30, I was hoping to be out so that I could get done early today. For some reason, I don't know what it is really. So, breathing in and out through my nose as I lean forward and build the upper body. And that upper body building is coming from the push-ups that I do every single day. I cannot remember the last time I went without doing at least 200 push-ups a day. That's at least, and that's nothing really. So it's usually about that 5 hours. I can't wait to start breaking that 1,000. That's what I actually want to do, 1,000 push-ups a day. And I think once I get there, I'll be ready to go and do a quick 100 mile. So it's about using that upper weight and holding your posture in that yoga pose too is absolutely amazing. You gotta do push-ups while you do yoga. To me now, yoga means doing push-up and just getting into the poses. So let me continue marathon number 115 for the year. Just easy, really meditative jog and easy meditative 26 mile. Got the bikers everywhere on this beautiful trail today. And let us send energy to this planet. A lot of things are going on in the planet that we all don't understand, but we also have the power to vibrate, and that power is within us all to wish for peace everywhere. And it's almost like it just doesn't make sense, because we read so much outside of ourselves, but once you begin to study within yourself, you realize we have that power. Absolutely amazing. The body just amazes me every day, how everything is connected. But we do have that power. We are superhuman beings, and when it's talked about, it almost just doesn't, we take it lightly, but it is true. And I am a living example of it, because to be quite honest, I am literally amazed about all these miles that I've done in the last couple of years. So that being said, let me continue to focus here. Ooh, as you can see this morning, I want to say happy Saturday. That way I can move my body a little bit and get this thing going. One love.